I am Annette, and in this tutorial I'm aiming to explain what functions are. Functions are pieces of code that do work for us. Good guys, aren't they? So in order for a function to know what to do, we have to first create it, second, tell him what to do, and third, tell him to do it. Why do we need functions? Because instead of doing something over and over again, we can just create that function and just call it whenever we need it. For example, let's assume in our project we will have to count the area of the square frequently. So we create a function that computes the area of the square. What do we have to do in order to create a function? At first we have to announce it. We do it this way. Const. We name the function, in our case square area. Then we tell the computer that it's a function, and we create an input space. So what is an input? Input is something that the function needs to know in order to give you what you want. For example, in our case, we are calculating the area of the square. So we have to know what is the side of the square, right? So this function needs one number, the side of the square. So our input will be the side. Then we have to tell the function what it has to do with the input. We say that it has to return us the side multiplied by itself, because that's what the area of the square equals. So we write return side times side. Ta-da! And now, if we call this function, for example, so now whenever we want to compute an area of a square, we just have to call this function. So what it does here is basically it gives an alert that says the area equals and whatever we write here. So now we just call the function here. That's done this way. We write the name of the function, which is square area. Yeah. And we give the input. For example, we want to know the area of a square which has a side of 5. Let's see. The area equals 25. That's right. We did it. If you noticed, this function took input and gave output. However, there are different types of functions. For example, a function can need input but will not give you anything. Instead, it will do some work. For example, we want to know if someone's age is under 18. We want to give an alert that says no immatures. So let's create the function. Write const alert, which is our function's name. Function, because it's a function. Input is the age. And it has to give an alert if the age is smaller than 18. So we write if age is smaller than 18. And if the person is over 18, it's okay, don't do anything. Now let's call the function. We write for a person whose age is 18. It doesn't do anything. And if we run this for a person who's 16, it will say no immatures. Now this was an example of a function that took input and did something but did not return anything. Another type of functions is one that doesn't need input but gives output. For example, what if we don't want to type the value of pi, but we want to type pi? We write a function for it. Const pi. That's a function. Input, so these parentheses are empty. And what it has to do is return the value of pi. And now, whenever we call this function, it just will return us 3.14. Console.log and call the function pi. have the element, and we have 3.14 region in our console. So this was the end of me ironing your head. Go eat an ice cream. I'll see you later. Bye!